True indeed with you. Holy Circle Gaming. Thank you for rocking with your boy like always. Definitely a privilege and an honor to do as such. Y'all see what we getting into. We back at it. Marvel Puzzle Quest. Let's go ahead and hop right into it. As y'all well see, season's over. Not too much to get into while the season is over, while they're in between time in transition. So when you're talking about your versus play, if you want to get some versus mode in, you got that black vortex that you're getting into. But really what y'all need to be getting into, if y'all haven't been doing so across the last couple of days, is that Sinister 6, man. This is the re-up on that Sinister 6. So, man, let's go ahead and get into it. Let me show y'all how we get down on this Sinister 6 real fast. Let me go ahead and do two things real quick. Let's go ahead and get a Black Widow boss fight, Black Widow fight in here. So we got Black Widow cooking right there. Normally for this event, you know, the most important character I could tell you that I've been rocking with has been Doctor Strange for me, because you have a lot of minions, a lot of thugs that you're playing with when you're playing against when you're rocking with Doctor Strange. So you definitely want to incorporate Doctor Strange into the mix. In this instance, I think I'm going to go with, man, let's see. Let's go with, let's do this. Can we go with Iron Man, maybe? Maybe Iron Man's the right call. Maybe. Yeah, we'll go with Iron Man in this instance, just to try to get it done. We got Loki rocking around as well. So Loki's who we're going up against. Ideally, if this was a different type of setup, I probably would have went a little bit differently. I probably would have went with a Iron. I probably would have went Iron Fist, Luke Cage in that instance. That's always another way you could definitely go for sure. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and get these black ones rolling right here. What you kind of don't want to do, you don't want to make too many mistakes against Loki, because Loki can catch you. As far as, like, you know, making 4 matches. You definitely want to make a bunch of 3 matches. When you make your 4s, you definitely want to make sure you kind of make those 4 matches worthwhile and utilize everything as much as you can. That's a good 4 match there I could take right now, but I'm not. I'm going to turn that into a 3 match and let him go ahead and get the 4. And the only reason why I'm doing that, because I want to try to get Loki out of the way pretty fast. And what I'll show you thereafter, I'll show you another run of this Sinister 6. So this is basically the re-up of that Sinister 6 action, and this is just one of the playthroughs that you can play to kind of generate some points. And I'll show you the breakdown. Wow, they took all. No, they didn't take those pinks. I thought they took all those pinks away. They didn't. Let's see. Let's do this. We're gonna move this. We're going to move these team up tiles out of the way. So game plan is going to be for this one, Deceptive Tactics. We're going to go, let's do this. Let's go 1, 2, 3. And I guess we could go 4, 5, 6. Okay, we'll do that. That works. Without Loki in play, I can actually get this off real fast. Maybe hurry up and maybe get some green action as well. Wow, Caltrops has dropped really decently there. I don't have anything else. When he took away my yellows, it kind of posed a slight bit of a problem too, but it's not. I'm not too worried about it. The reason why I like using Doctor Strange, because anytime they're dropping anything off of these minion plays, I'm definitely getting damage done to them. That's why I said Doctor Strange, as far as like a 3-star is concerned, one of the most important 3-stars you need to have in your arsenal. Now, is he great when it comes to like P versus P? Not really. He can help you out at points, but he's not the greatest when it comes to PvP. But he sure is official when it comes to doing these. Anything story mode oriented, anything that has some minions attached to it, he's definitely fire in that regard. And I know some people who really rock with I know some people rock with Doctor Strange in the PvP mode. Shout out to my man Boom Boom Shot Put. He rocks with Doctor Strange as well. But I don't know if that's like the really like the super smooth way to go. What I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna keep with I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna at least attempt to do something different here. What I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna go. Should I go Sandman? Because Sandman is in this mix. So what I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna go Thor. I'm gonna go Thor Cyclops. Yeah. Yeah, we could do that. We could do Thor Cyclops. That sounds cool. Or, actually better yet, what I'll do, let's do this. Let's do Cyclops. Let's do Cyclops Wolverine. And I'll show you why I say this Wolverine. I'm gonna heal him up real fast. Going towards Sandman. Really, it's not going to make much difference in the first part of the battle. First part of the battle, what you're looking at is Green Goblin. Green Goblin in this particular section, if you're unfamiliar with the Sinister Six, you're going against 6 of the bad guys that Spider-Man would normally face. Now, obviously, Spider-Man, your 3-star Spider-Man, your Miles Morales, any one of those will be super official going against any one of these squads. No question about that. But what I tend to do, I kind of mix it up and do a few different things as far as like my scheme and strategy in regards to this. And what I tend to do is try to go with teams that could actually do some damage early. I think my Cyclops was already hurt. I didn't check him, but oh well. That might pose a little bit of a problem. Oh, I know my Wolverine, I could kind of heal up pretty fast, but wow, I didn't check my Cyclops. I should have checked them a little bit. That might pose a problem. Now, the Green Goblin, like when you see all these other minions, the reason why you keep Doctor Strange there, because with these minions, Doctor Strange will normally deal with popping Green Goblin every single time a minion drops something. And so what I tend to do is I tend to go ahead and like re-up, and I may re-up Wolverine if Wolverine gets down a little bit. If not, I may go ahead and use the yellows to kind of get some reds cooking on this board. Like if I get some reds cooking on this board, I think that may be beneficial. Let's see. Let's go with this here. So as Green Goblin is getting knocked down, see how Doctor Strange did most of the damage, and what I'm setting up here, more so than anything else, I'm just setting up ways to kind of counteract to get ready for the next part of the stanza. But yeah, that's how you deal with Green Goblin. Green Goblin is really easy to deal with. I think I showed this on the first half, but this is more of a breakdown. So Green Goblin, just go head on against Green Goblin. Don't let him sit around. Vulture, he could tag you up too when he gets his colors flowing. Now keep in mind, you cannot stun these characters, so do not use characters that utilize stun. They are definitely immune to stun, so you can't stun them. What you want to do is try to slow them down. She-Hulk is kind of good in that regard. If you have a She-Hulk, somebody who could character who could take away AP, AP wipes could definitely help you out in that regard as well. Let's do this. Let's go team up blue. I saw it and I liked it. Cause I really need some more of these here. Now I have yellows. I think what I'm gonna do with these yellows currently, I'm gonna go ahead and use Mutant Revolutionary. Cause I need some reds, and I'll get those yellows right back anyway. But I want to keep some yellows just in case we get into a problem with Wolverine. Not in this particular stanza, but I think in the next stanza. Let's do this. Let's go here. Start working. And full blast just in case, but I don't think I'm gonna use it for full blast. What I'm gonna use it for is I'm gonna use it for something. I'm gonna use it for Wolverine's ability of Surgical Strike. I wish I had a maxed out Wolverine. Maxed out Wolverine at 5-star, at max 4-star would be really, really good in this instance. So if you so happen to have one of those, you'll understand why I said you may want to go with Wolverine in this instance. Never mind the fact that he's upgraded. That's part of the equation for sure. But you definitely want to make sure that you utilize him to the fullest, because he could definitely do some damage as well and absorb damage too. Yeah, I like that play there. And let's go here. X-Force. Wish my X-Force was better too. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and get the black ones there. And let's go ahead. I could use the team ups to get some more reds, maybe, but I kind of want to hold those. Dog. Maybe I shouldn't have. Maybe I should use those reds to get some red action. Let's just go ahead and do that. Yeah, yep. That's the right play there. The reason why I said I kind of want to use some on the reds, simply because I know Vulture's going down. I'm not worried about Vulture. Vulture's relatively easy. Just keep hitting them with stuff that's heavy. Gleaming Talon's going to do some damage. That's going to be a problem because he does 3k when he do Gleaming Talons. And that's what I was kind of trying to, trying to avoid. Now, the reason why I went with this particular setup is that Surgical Strike will be able to take away all the yellows. What I want to do here, prior to anything else, I want to go Optic Blast, start taking away some action first. And then what I would like to do is twofold. I could actually take away some of those right now. Wolverine could go 11 right now, so I'm going to do that. Never mind the damage that's taken, is really to kind of set up and get some of those yellows out of the way. And by getting the yellows out of the way, that means that it's going to take him a lot longer for him to re-up and do his thing. Now, Full Blast I could use, but I'm going to wait to use Full Blast. I am going to spin this out here. And the reason why I know he's immune, but it's really more so just to do damage. And I'm going to go with this green play here. And so those yellows are not going to come into play just yet. I could utilize some yellows, but they're not coming into play just yet. I'm going to go ahead and X-Force. Split the board up a little bit. Get yellows there. So it's not too many yellows on the board. Now what I would like to do with those yellows is I could use them for Wolverine, but I don't think I need them for Wolverine just yet. I'm going to use Mutant Revolutionary. I want some more reds. Them reds came in right on time. Good combination play to get me some action there. Then I'm going to go with Optic Blast. Optic Blast should be able to hit him for 4. Then I'm going to go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and take some of these yellows. I know he'll put a few out there, but see, he hasn't been able to really re-up and really do anything against those yellows right now, which that's the reason why I kind of kept them real separate early. Now, here comes some more yellow, so now I got to start paying attention to a few of these yellow plays here. So what we could do is I could probably Surgical Strike and maybe drop some of these yellows out of rotation, which is a play. I could also maybe throw some reds in play, but those reds are not going to really be in position. So let's do this first. Let's go ahead and Surgical Strike first. Take the yellows out of rotation. Maybe because the team up tiles, no, they're still not really in position either. The team up tiles are not in position either. So this is the reason why dealing with Sandman is cool. If I had an upgraded Surgical Strike, probably be a little bit better because I'll get more damage for what I'm doing here. Then I could go ahead and team Mutant Revolutionary here, so hopefully it'll hit and line up. Yes. So I have 12 there, 12 reds. That'll work. Now still need some some black gems is going to look like more sooner than later. So let's optic blast first, is get him down to a decent spot. And then what I would like to do is, I know I have Aya Argento. That's not going to really mean anything. I am going to go ahead and utilize the greens there in that instance. And what I'm going to do here, I could take away these yellows, but I think I'm going to go with the black so I could go ahead and... So as he's starting to re-up on the yellows, you see how he's trying to re-up, starting to get those a little bit more frequently. He's at 19, so I'm going to get a pummel. And that Doctor Strange is out. So it's going to be a chase to the finish. It's going to be a chase to the finish. I think I'm going to have to surgical strike in. I think I'm going to have to surgical strike. That's fine. That's fine. He can do that. Let's surgical strike. Let's go. Then what I could do, I could special size of critical, turn basic blues into black. I could do that. I could do that. That's a good play there. I could do that. Turn a bunch of the blues into black. That's cool. I like that play much better. That comes into play here. And normally you don't see me use like my team up abilities too often, but that was a very good position to use that one. What I could do here is I'm gonna go ahead and move this over here. Separate those. You can take those greens there. And let's go ahead and take the black ones there. He'll get a play. I will go ahead and surgical strike, and it should be able to finish him right there. Now that was kind of cutting it real close with that one, but that's kind of how you work with him there. I kind of utilized that one because it did take a little bit longer because I wasn't getting the proper colors like I thought I was, and he did hit pummel at a good time, and my Cyclops wasn't fully maxed out, so I think Cyclops would have stayed up on his feet a little bit longer. It probably would have went about it a slight bit differently, but we still made it through just the same. So that's how you take care of this one on the Sinister 6. So if you didn't get a chance to see the first portion of the Sinister 6 when I did it the first go round, when they first introduced it, this is the re-up. So this is how you can see how I normally break down my Sinister 6 play. There is some other things I can chase after. I'm not going to do it right now, but I will show you the reward system. So if you wasn't doing this already, this is a team event, so it is based upon how well your team does. The better you do on your progression, the better the rewards that you'll get. Currently, if you do everything up to its maximum capacity, you could get a legendary token. When you get to 800,000 points, you get the legendary token. There is a Spider-Man versus Sinister Six token that you could get. And there was actually was two of those that I received. I'm actually going to pull those in a moment for you. And then you could get some Hulk, some 3-star Hulk, because that was an upgraded character. And then in the progression, if you're on a good squad, you'll know you get a token go around. You get that Loki through 2 through 4. 5 through 7 is that Riri Williams. And then 8, if your team was doing really well, then you got another legendary token that y'all were chasing after. My team did pretty well. So shout out to my squad, Obsidian. We did pretty well this go round. About as good as we're going to get. It's really difficult to get into the top rounds unless you have like some really top flight characters. So let me jump out of that for a minute. Let me let you know what my squad is looking like. Not too many changes to the squad that I made. The only thing I did to the squad of note is twofold. One, I did go ahead and wound up upgrading the Hulk. He is now a 3-star champion. I was waiting a long period of time to do that, so I finally upgraded him to the Hulk. Upgraded Hulk to 3-star champ. And I don't think I added anybody in. I think I kept everything stat quo here. Don't have much in the hole except for those Lokis, like I said, during the team up event. I have Loki. I have enough coins to actually drop them in, so I am putting that in consideration. But that's highly dependent upon what we do in regards to the cover pull. So let's go ahead and get right into this cover pull real fast. Let's see if we get something super funky. I have Taco Vault, 7 in a Taco Vault. I meant to pull those yesterday. I didn't, so I got 7 post Vault. I got 1 in a New School Taco Vault. We'll talk about that in a moment. Sinister 6, we'll get into that one as well. What else do we have over here? I think I have 2 legend coins. We're going to get into those. 7 heroic, 17 elite, 27 in the standard. So it's been a minute since I actually did some pulls. I haven't been playing as stringently on Marvel Puzzle Quest as I normally would be. But I have been playing it more sporadically, but still been racking up coins just the same. So these covers, y'all know, as y'all well see, covers and the standard ones, if you're a 1-star or 2-star player, you definitely want to get in here as often as you can. Quickly get them 2-star characters as fast as you can if you're on the rise. If you are, like I am, a 3-star 4-star team, these ain't going to really do too much for you unless you so happen to hit a 3-star somewhere down the line, in which the ratio to hit a 3-star is probably 1 out of every 20. But even then, not saying an awful lot. You may get a lot more 2-stars, as you see that I'm pulling right now, than as if you're getting 3s in that instance. Especially coming out of the standard. You rather get your 3-stars coming out of your elites and 4-stars coming out of your heroic. That's really how you would, perfect world situation, you would really want it to come in that form. But it doesn't always happen like that. Y'all know how these pulls go. Sometimes these pulls go great, sometimes these pulls go horrible. This one's actually not bad, especially coming out of the standard ones. Getting more 2-stars versus 1-stars has definitely been good, as y'all well see. I'm getting a lot of good bigs between 1 and 2 stars, which is not bad at all. I would love a 3-star to hit here at some point, but I'm not completely like tripping if it doesn't, because the ratio in which to do it is, like I said, 1 out of 20. More so, I think it's even a little bit higher than that. I think it may be 1 out of 25. But it's super hard to get a 3-star out of the standards. But when you do, consider yourself super fortunate. Coming down to the wire here, a lot of 1-stars towards the very end. That's not out of the ordinary as far as like the pool is concerned. A lot of Black Widows I've been noticing in this particular setup. A lot of Black Widows this go round. Pretty even mix of 1-stars, but a lot of Black Widows there. Alright, let's get into these 2-stars. 2 elite packs, 2-stars, 3-stars. We need some 3s, man. There's a couple of 3s I could actually use. So getting some 3-stars would definitely help your boy's cause, that's for sure. But I'm sure not getting no 3-stars out the gate, though, I'll tell you that. Wow, bunch of 2-stars. That Aries been popping up an awful lot, too. Another 2-star there. We need a couple of 3s. There go 3. Mystique, a 3-star I actually don't have, but I'm not going to put Mystique on the line. I'm not saying Mystique is bad by any stretch. It's not my style of character, so I don't really rock with Mystique. But definitely a good mid-tier 3-star for sure. Dog, am I not getting no more 3-stars? Oh, there we go. There go 3. Sentry, nah. Another 3-star that I probably won't put on my team. I know the Sentry back in the day was like a super fire one before they kind of tweaked with it. Now it's not so much. Let's see what this 3-star is. 3-star Ragnarok. Okay. I could. Ooh, it doubles up. And with Star-Lord, that works. Like the double up. We need that Star-Lord to be cooking too. Another Sentry back to back. Wow. Wow, I wish they would have gave me a Loki, dog. That would have gave me more incentive to put Loki up. What's this 3-star? Give me a Loki. Doctor Strange, not mad. Not mad with the Doctor Strange. Deadly Precision, dog. I got 3-stars that are not on my line. And there go Black Widow. I got 3-stars that are not on my line that I wouldn't necessarily use. Wow. Alright, let's get a 4. Can we get a 4-star out of here? A 4-star would be really good coming off of this heroic. That's a 3. Deadpool off the 3, not mad at that. Upgrades him, of course. But let's get a 4-star. Can we get a 4-star off the heroic? That would be super fire. Another 2-star there. Let's see what we got. Another 2-star there. That Ares has been popping out an awful lot. If it was just on the strength of Ares alone, I'd probably have enough to champion him like right out the gates. Jeez. But yeah, only one 3-star out of that mix. Wow. Wow. Sinister sticks. Let's break this down real fast. You could get that Miles Morales. As far as like a 4-star is concerned, get that that Bucky, that Winter Soldier. And you could get that Mr. Fantastic in that mix as far as like your 4-stars that are able. A lot of chances to get that 3-star Hulk. Couple of shots to get like a Thanos, a Loki, Sentry. What else? You got a couple of shots on that Rocket and Groot, it looks like. So it's not bad. This is nothing that really benefits me. I mean, even if I get the 4-stars, I mean, I got off of Winter Soldier. No, I think I may have Winter Soldier still. Not sure. I have to look at my line. But I think I got off of Winter Soldier because I don't really utilize them that much. I don't think. Not for anything else. It's just because when you only have one cover, a lot of these 4-stars, you can't really use them, especially in the position I'm at now. Double up with Dakin. Jeez. Jeez. Come on. Come on. Let's get something out of the ordeal. Let's get something. Can we get a good 3-star? Dog. 3 Dakins in consecutive order. Wow. Okay. I guess. Taco Vault. New School Taco Vault. You could rock with that Ghost Rider. I know he's part of this week's Deadpool to try to chase after a legendary coin. So if you have a Ghost Rider, it's a good time to kind of utilize them for that. You got that New School Hulk, that totally awesome one. I actually have him on my squad as well, so that wouldn't be a bad pull either. She-Hulk is in there, Deadpool, Gamora, Black Widow, Loki. That Loki, if I get that Loki, that inspires me to put Loki on my line, because I would have 4 covers, and I have to be compelled to do it. But let's see what we get. So that's what you're chasing at in this week's Taco Vault. Hopefully we get something pretty decent out of the Taco Vault. Let's see. Nah, we didn't top in nothing. We didn't top in nothing. That's 500 onto some coins, though. We could definitely use. Let's go ahead and get into these. This is from last week's Taco Vault. And I don't remember off top who was in last week's Taco Vault. Y'all will have to hit me on the comment section and let me know who was in last week's Taco Vault. I really don't know. But, I don't expect too much. This is part of the reason why you want to spend these before the Taco Vault's over, because a lot of times you don't get fire coming post-event. A lot of times you'll get a bunch of bottom end pulls, a bunch of 2-star pulls. You may get a 3-star pull. I can't even think of a time, maybe once, where I top in the 4-star post vault. Everything that I got top in, I got within the vault time. But not anything post-vault at all. Dog, let's get something though. Can we at least get a 3-star? I got a lot of cracks at it, so a 3-star somewhere in this mix will work. And I'm getting a bunch of ISO 8, bunch of bottom end, which I'm not mad. This is what I expect, but at least give me one top end. Just one. One top end pull would be so good. I don't care which 3-star. 3-star will be fresh. And it's more ISO 8. Like I said, that's kind of a top end ISO 8. 1500 on the ISO 8. That's considered to be top end ISO 8. So that's definitely not bad. But let's get a 3-star though. Another 2-star there. One more. One 3-star. One 3. I'm not even asking for a 4-star. I'm not even asking for a 4-star. I'm really just asking for a solid 3-star. Solid 3-star would work. But a 4-star would be so efficient if I pull one post vault. That Storm right there. Not mad at that. That's kind of what you would typically get there. So let's go ahead and break these down real fast. There was a lot in there too. 64 in total. Out of the 1-stars that we pulled. We pulled 21 1-stars out of the 2-stars that we pulled, which I'm not going to use any of the 2-stars, as y'all well see. A lot of Aries, a lot of Dakin, as y'all well see. 32 of them. Let's go ahead and upgrade this Deadpool real quick. He'll give me 2 command points. I'm not mad at that. That pushes me up to 85 on the command points. Doctor Strange, ISO 8. I'm not mad at that. He moves up to 177. Anytime you can move up your Doctor Strange is definitely a good look. Let's go ahead and train this Star-Lord. Put some ISO towards him. He'll move up to 127 so I can give him some run. What else? That's it. Wow, that is it. Everything else I got to make some decisions on there. Wow. Not too bad. Not too bad there. I do have the 5-star Star-Lord, but that 3-star Star-Lord works just as fine for me right now, since it's super hard to get those legendaries. But, you know, I got 2 of them. Why not? 2 of the latest. Let's see what we got. Let's get a 5. That's a 4-star right there. Let's see what we got out of this 4-star action. Hopefully something that we have that can help upgrade a character or 2. That's that Medusa. I'm so mad about that, man. I was talking to my man Boom Boom Shot Put, and I let those Medusas go, and I was so mad because I really could have been well on my way with her. That's another 4-star right there. Ant-Man. I could definitely use that Ant-Man. I haven't pulled a good one off of that one in a while. So that Ant-Man, I could definitely utilize that for sure. Ant-Man will put up small-time crooks. I could definitely utilize that. That's not a bad pull, because anytime you can move up your 4-stars, that's cool. We'll do that. I need Pym particles though. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and get. Shall we pull one more out of those legendaries? Yes, maybe. Yeah, let's go a classic. You want to do a classic? Let's do a classic. A classic to go home on. It's a 4-star. It's a 4-star classic. Let's see what we got. Surgical Strike Wolverine. Dog, I was just talking about that too. Just talking about that. Man, just talking about that, and that's the one we wound up with. Wow. Let's go ahead and train him up as well. Let's go ahead and move him up to 451. Jeez. If I move him up to 213, that's gonna be pretty fire though. Surgical Strike is definitely gonna be pretty strong. Dealing 380 per tile. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and move him up to 213. Dog, do 396 per tile. I wish I could get some more on that X-Force, but that'll work. I'm not even mad at that. That's a good play. To have him at 213 is definitely very good. So he'll be ranked definitely as high as any of my other characters currently. As far as like he's one of the best of the 4-stars for sure, higher than all my 3s. I have all 3 covers, so I could definitely utilize him, especially with the healing factor. Definitely a good look, so I'm not really mad at that at all. Really not. That's actually 2 pretty solid pulls, so it's definitely worth the pull for that as well. So that's it, y'all, man. We good to go. Thank you. Appreciate y'all rolling on the re-up of the Sinister 6 action. We'll see what's going on as far as like upgraded stuff. Oh, let me do this before I head out. Simulator. You want to start banging on this today. The reason why I said you want to start banging on this starting today or starting tonight is because they got a new character jumping off right there, and that is Mockingbird, the Bobby Morse Mockingbird. So you definitely want to start banging away on that one as soon as you can. This will be the 1-story mode that you definitely want to put in your work. I've been looking at kind of the breakdown of Mockingbird. If I get some of these covers, I will definitely show y'all what's good in regards to it, but definitely worth chasing that if you want to get that new Mockingbird. So that's a look right there. I'll go into a little more of a character breakdown as I get some of those covers and try to work with her a little bit. But that's what we're going towards for that. That's starting off today. So make sure you're banging away on that particular setup, and that's going to be on the simulator setup. And then we're going to go from there. But y'all know who I am. I'm Mr. True Indeed, of course. Y'all know who I represent. It's the Holy Circle Gaming. Like always, is God above everything. Until the next time, family, we'll do it again soon. Salute.